What's up, guys? This is Kenny in the Heights, and it is Margarita Thursdays if you're thirsty. All right, let's get into it. We are sponsored, I say sponsored, we are sponsored by William and Sonoma. Now, they have a great variety of margarita mixers. Now, anybody and everybody who knows me knows that I love margaritas, especially frozen margaritas. My go-to places in New York City for margaritas, one is Arriba, which is a great Mexican restaurant on 51st and 9th Avenue. And my second one is here in my neighborhood in Washington Heights, is BBQ's. Their margaritas are slamming. But I was introduced to these mixers by William and Sonoma, and I fell in love with them. My first one to go to is mango passion fruit. Very, very good. Not too sweet. That was my concern with doing doing margaritas on the rocks, was it to be too sweet. But these are, surprisingly enough, not sweet at all. Very good. Love this one. My second go-to is pineapple jalapeno. Now, if you're not into spicy, I don't recommend this one to you because it definitely has that fire to it, before and after. But very good as well. Not as sweet also, and so good. They also have other mixes as well as watermelon, and it's watermelon and strawberry. They have just a plain lime like the regular, and then they also have a mango. But so good. All you do is add your ice, add your favorite tequila. My favorite tequila is Casamigos, and voila, you have your drink. As you can see, I'm drinking out of my favorite glass, Coogans. Coogans is a bar that's located on 168 in Broadway. It's an Irish bar, and at any given night, you would see me there at the bar. Coogans was like cheers for me. Everybody from the neighborhood would be there. The bartender, big up to Rob. Amazing, very family oriented. So unfortunately, during these hard times that's going on with this pandemic, we've lost Coogans. And so that's no longer there anymore. So cheers to Coogans. Thank you for the friendships that I made, and thank you for all the great times. You will be greatly, greatly, deeply missed. Cheers, everyone. Delicious, guys. Delicious. And I didn't even have to pay a bartender or wait in line for it. See? There you go. All right, guys. So let's get on some entertainment news right now. So first off, I want to give out some congratulations. First off is Gigi Hadid. She's the daughter of Yolanda. Anybody who ever used to watch Housewives of Beverly Hills, Yolanda was married to David Foster, and she has a daughter. She has two daughters, Gigi and Bella. Gigi, supermodel, is pregnant by her boyfriend Zayn Malik. She's expecting her first kid, and then reportedly, word on the street is that they're engaged. Now, Zayn had went out and got a tattoo stating that they're engaged. So, back in the day, normally people would, announce that they're engaged, or there would be a ring. But nowadays, since there's a quarantine and people bored and then coming up with new stuff, you go get a tattoo and you tell them you engaged now. So that's the engagement. So congratulations to you guys. I wish you guys all the best of luck. Second of all is one of my favorite couples, Evan Ross, which is the son of Diana Ross, and Ashley Simpson, which is the younger sister of mega superstar Arthur Jessica Simpson. Ashley and Evan are expecting their second child. So good luck to them. I wish you guys also the best of luck. And Meek Mills, rapper turned actor, just had his son that was born on Meek's birthday. Now that's beautiful. That's a blessing. So I wish you guys all the best of luck. 3 things I said that was going to happen when this quarantine was put into place. The first thing I said that was going to happen was there was going to be a lot of sex that people would be having. The second thing I said was that there will be a lot of children born. And the third thing is that there might be some breakups. So 2 out of 3 is not bad. But for people who are single like me, neither one of those are happening. It is rough out there for single people. You think if it was rough before this quarantine, it's extremely rough now. To the point where I go to the grocery store and I want to pay somebody just to touch me. Don't breathe on me and don't cough, but just to touch me. Can a brother just feel some kind of feeling? Just touch me. Yo, I mean, it is crazy. The last time I had to jump, I had to call AAA, and I don't even have a car. Okay, so you know that's bad. So I give out a shout out to all those people who are quarantined, who are single. I am right there with you. I understand how you feel. Man, hopefully this will be over, and hopefully for us single people, being quarantined like this will make us better people for when we meet someone. We will definitely be able to appreciate them and appreciate whatever they have to give if they're giving the right thing. All right? So I also want to speak about Scott Disick. We know Scott from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. He is the father of Kourtney Kardashian's 3 children. So apparently Scott has turned himself into a Colorado rehab for cocaine and alcohol abuse. Those who watch the show, I'm not a regular watcher. I have watched some episodes here and there, but those who watch the show have seen him in the past with his spiral breakdown with alcohol and his behavior. So apparently this was the last straw for the Kardashians, and he had turned himself into a rehab. Scott has 3 children, Mason, Rain, and Penelope by Kourtney Kardashian. Oh yes, and Sophia Richie. I know Sophia Richie is not his kid, that's his girlfriend, but if you add up 2 of his children's ages, you would get Sophia Richie's age. Anyway, apparently Sophia Richie contacted Kourtney and explained to her what he had been doing, his behavior, and Kourtney gave him an ultimatum that he would have to go into rehab or he was not going to be able to be a part of his children's life. But reportedly, word on the street is that he checked himself out because he was not satisfied with the facility because someone in the facility had taken a picture of him and leaked it. And I thought about that. And I thought, somebody who was working there probably was like, listen, we're in a quarantine. My wife got laid off. They done cut my hours. I was working 40. Now I'm working 25. This dude is in here. He's worth a lot of money. If I take his picture, I can make me some money. And whoop, there it is. Unfortunately, that's probably what happened, but we're in hard times, people. We're in hard times, and people are doing anything possible to make money, or at least to be able to catch up or to keep themselves at an even float. So I'm sorry about that, but I hope for Scott's sake, if he can't do it for himself, do it for your children. If you did check yourself out of that facility, check yourself into another facility, get the help that you need, be the best father you can be for those kids because they definitely do need their dad. All right? The best of luck to you, Scott. But keeping it on the same note with the Kardashians, so because of this quarantine, I've been able to binge watch all these shows that I haven't seen, or shows that I haven't watched in a while, shows that, I didn't even know they were on another episode because, like I said, I'm always at Coogans. But I happened to watch the first episode of the Kardashians this season when Kim and Kourtney had their fight, and I watched it a couple of times. And first of all, I was shocked because Okay, I was shocked for a couple things. Let me just sip on and give you my view real quick. This is delicious, guys. Again, William and Sonoma margarita mixers, amazing. I feel like, Courtney complains about everything. What the hell are you complaining about? First of all, you are rich for no reason. When was the last time you filled out a W-2 form, okay? When was the last time that you punched in a time card? When was the last time you heard somebody say, Courtney, you late, you took a little bit more time on your lunch break, let's go. When was the last time you heard that? Never. So what the hell are you complaining about? But that's another segment. But what I was surprised about was Kim, when she was fighting her sister in her, I just never seen Kim with so much body movement before. Moving her body and fighting her sister and doing, I didn't even recognize her. And because I was like, wow, she has more body movement fighting her sister than she did when she did that sex tape with Ray J. So I didn't even recognize it was her. I'm used to her. So she was moving. I was like, that's Kim? Damn, she could have sold more DVDs if she would have moved a little bit more. But I was very shocked about that. But yeah, back to Courtney on that note. Like what I've noticed from watching that, she complains too much and complains, and she's just not satisfied, and she's not thankful, and she's not humble. There's people who would like to have her foot of what she has, and she's constantly complaining. So get rid of her. She's a deadbeat. I'm sure somewhere in that mix, in Calabasas somewhere, I'm sure there's another half sister. Emphasis on the half sister lurking around that y'all can put in the show. But anyway, check that out if you haven't seen The Fight. I know that I've sent it to a couple of friends because I couldn't believe it, but check it out if you haven't seen it. Anyway, guys, this is Margarita Thursdays. We'll be doing this every Thursday. I will try to bring you all the newest and good information that's going on in the streets, as well as what's going on in these streets here in the Heights. Now, we're all in quarantine because of this pandemic. We're all facing very, very hard times. People have lost loved ones. People have lost their jobs. People are hungry and homeless. It's no joke. I would like to share something with you guys. Since this all started, before this all started, I've always been an advocate of hand sanitizers and washing my hands. And now, before very much, but now extremely very much because of what's going on. Now I wear my mask, I have my gloves. When I have to go out, as far as going to grocery stores and running errands that I have to run in this area. I live in Washington Heights, and the zip code that I live in up here, we have the largest numbers of people who are infected by the virus. Which says volumes as far as that people are not taking this seriously and not doing what they need to do to protect themselves as well as protect other people. I happened to go to the grocery store the other day, and as I was putting my stuff on the belt to be checked out, the cashier, she coughed. And when she coughed, she saw my facial expression, whatever it was, and she laughed. And I said to her, it's not funny. And she said, well, there's just something in my throat, and I was clearing it. I said, I understand that, but you should have turned your head the other way or bent down under and cough instead of coughing out like that, knowing that I'm here, this man's here, bagging the groceries. There's people standing here behind me, you know, you should at least cover yourself in that for other people. Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with me. I just have something in my throat, she replied to me. And I said that's not the point. The point is we all need to take precautions to be safety for us and not for and for us and for others. And you have every right to react or don't react to the situation in any way that you choose to. But you should be sensitive to other people who are taking these precautions and who are very sensitive about this and who are very serious about this. You should take that in consideration because you don't live here by yourself. You live here with me and all these other people in this world too. And you need to take that into consideration. And now I don't want to purchase these groceries from here, and I'm going to move my business to somewhere else. So on that note, guys, you have to please protect yourself. This is no joke. This is no joke. I'm very terrified by it each and every day. I try to communicate with my friends and loved ones as much as possible. I know I get on their nerves, but you never know. You never know. I pray for everyone. Please, guys, be safe. Look out for one another. We're all in this together. We are all in this together. This is a worldwide pandemic, and we are all suffering. We're all in the same boat, and I'm just praying that we all get out of this. I'm looking for a day that we could all rejoice together and say, my God, we went through this. We made it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll make sure next week when you tune in on Margarita Thursdays, if you're thirsty, Margarita, William and Sonoma, try it. They are so, so good. But tune in, check me out. Hopefully I'll have some great news next week, and hopefully that we are working closer and closer to, if not what we used to call our normal, but a normal that we all can live by and feel safe by. God bless you all. Be safe. Wash your hands. Cover your face. Love one another. Check on your loved ones. And just continue to pray. Peace and blessings to everyone. God bless. I am Kenny from the Heights, and I will see you soon. Take care.